Guys, welcome to the next lesson on percentage composition. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at how percentages of elements are calculated. And that's under Unit 1, Area Study 1D, dot point 3. So compounds are made up of two or more elements. The proportion of these elements in a compound can be expressed as either percentage, in terms of the mass that they contribute for that element, or it may even be written as a formula, showing the ratio of each atom. Percentage composition of a given compound tells us how much of that compound, or the proportion, that there actually is. If we take this diagram here, we could look at a compound of carbon and oxygen and hydrogen. So COH. There is 51% oxygen, 42% carbon, and 6% hydrogen. That's a percentage. The percentage composition written as a percentage there. Or we could look at it as even the ratio or the amount in grams of the particular carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen components in that particular element. So 100 grams of sucrose would contain obviously this much, and therefore the percentage would be the same, given that the percentage is out of 100. We could also show the percentage of each element using their subscript formulas. So if we were to take an example of 100 grams of iron oxide contains 70%, it will therefore have 70 grams of iron, and it must therefore have 30% or 30 grams of oxygen. So the percentage composition is simply looking at the amount of each element in that particular compound as a percentage or as a mass in grams relative to everything else in the compound. Let's do an example. So calculate the percentage mass of aluminium in alumina. So first of all, what we need to do is we find the relative molecular mass or the molar mass of that particular compound. So we know that aluminium has a mass of 7 and there's 2 of them, and we know that oxygen has a mass of 16 and there's 3 of them, which gives us the molar mass, 102 grams per mole. We know that the aluminium mass is 27. Again, there's 2 of them, so it's 54 grams of aluminium in that compound. The percentage by mass of aluminium will therefore be the mass of aluminium in 1 mole divided by the total molar mass. So in 1 mole of this compound, we're going to have 54 grams because we have 2 lots of those particular aluminiums. Therefore, we have therefore we have 54 here, and we have 102 as the molar mass of the whole element. We put those over each other, we divide, multiply by 100, and that gives us the percentage composition of aluminium. The percentage composition enables you to identify the amount of elements in a compound, and it's calculated by a proportion of the total mass. You should be able to explain the purpose of calculating percentage composition and being able to calculate it using a number of elements when given those elements. These are the questions I'd like you to complete for this lesson. Thanks for watching.